So, Nintendo just dropped Splatoon 3 in the latest Direct, and I'm sure that we are all excited. I didn't record my reaction, although I really wish I did. But I think I could sum it up pretty well.
Oh my god! Wow!
I really want to go over the trailer and talk about some of my thoughts and maybe some things that I would like to see in Splatoon 3, so yeah, that's what this video is about. Now, before we begin, I want to say that I absolutely love this rendition of Splat Attack, and that I just want Nintendo to drop the full thing right now so I can listen to it on repeat, because that shit is a bop. I also want to say, to me at least, the game looks near finished. It says not actual gameplay footage at the bottom in the beginning, but I think that might just be for like the 2 opening frames, because the rest just looks like gameplay to me. You can't tell me that that's not gameplay and that's just like rendered animation or shit. I refuse to believe that, and as I think that they might release it sooner, like they did with Octo Expansion, like how they said in the Direct before the World Championship, like, oh yeah, it's coming out late summer, and then they said like, oh no, tomorrow. Like, I think they're gonna do something like that. They're gonna like maybe release it late 2021 or very early 2022 at best, because like it looks pretty finished to me. I think the maps might not be done yet, but I mean, I don't know how long it takes to make a game, but to me it looks finished. I'm not psychic though, so don't quote me on that. My predictions are always wrong anyway, so it's probably just gonna be like end of 2022 or something like that. So let's just get into the main thing. I think that when the trailer dropped, we were all watching the Direct, we're like, oh, one last thing, what'll it be? That first shot, I did not think that was Splatoon at all. I thought that was Borderlands for some reason, but like my mind was like, why would they have something about Borderlands at the last thing in a Nintendo Direct? So that just, like, I threw that out of the window as soon as I saw it. And then I saw the Inkling, and I was like, holy shit. I was kind of screaming. I mean, I was trying to be quiet because it was kind of late, and my family was asleep. So, yeah. It looked so sick. I was confused at first, but I popped the fuck off when I saw that Inkling. And like the mini Salmonid too, like, hello? You're telling me that we can have a Salmonid as a pet and customize them as well? I was already going to buy Splatoon 3, but Nintendo, now you have fully convinced me. The customization looks so amazing. I am such a sucker for customization. I want my character to look as perfect as possible. I want it to look like how I want it to look unique. I don't want it to look like someone else's, So that's why I think this customization is so good. This should have been in Splatoon 2. We should have had all the hairstyles unlocked and not have them gender locked or something like that. That too. There's no gender in Splatoon 3. The Inklings and Octolings are non-binary, and honestly, Nintendo, fuck yeah, fuck gender. All my non-binary pals, let's go. I'm not non-binary myself, but if you are, you're poggers. Oh yeah, the eye colors, they look sick as fuck, dude. I personally think I'll be using this one. I think it looks really cool and really neat. Like, it's not too much, like it's not like 3 colors, but it looks cool. I really wish that there is more than 2 Octoling hairstyles, because I've only seen 2 of them in the whole, like 2 per gender, I guess. Like, I've seen 2 for quote-unquote females and 2 for quote-unquote males. So that's what I'm kind of worried about. Like, they'll go like a route with Splatoon 2, because they only had like 2 hairstyles for each of the Octolings, and I really don't want them to do that. Like, it's just, I want more Octoling hairstyles, and I really hope that they'll use unused ones and just have the original ones still in there, because I did see some of the original hairstyles, like the Splatoon 1 hairstyles. I did see those with the Inkling, so I really hope that they're gonna just keep all of the hairstyles in, because why would you not? You have the assets, why would you not put them in? But I mean, this is Nintendo we're talking about, so maybe they'll just do something really weird. The pants as well, I've only seen 1 new pants, in the whole thing. The rest are just copied, but I don't care. I like the pants we had in Splatoon 2, so if they add some more in the time from now to release, that'll be cool. But I mean, they don't need to add any more. I think they look cool. They look fine as they're not gender locked as well. Like you should have, like I said, you should have done this in Splatoon 2, Nintendo. Also, the customization for your little buddy isn't necessary for me. After all, he's already perfect. Like, but it's definitely appreciated. I really hope that we'll be able to get like cosmetics for them, just like a little hat for your small fry to wear. That would just be so cute. I will not be playing Salmon anymore because I don't want to hurt them. I can't physically get myself to play Salmon anymore because I don't want to hurt them. The landscape as well, it looks amazing. Being in a desert, it's so cool to me. The lighting is good as well. God, to see this running on a Switch? Nintendo definitely knows how to push their hardware to the limit. The lighting on the train scene just looks so cool to me, and like the little boy vibing is also like a really good plus. They really just said, fuck France. And that Eiffel Tower? Gone. Fuck the French. They're gone now. Okay, Splattsville, the city of chaos. It honestly looks so much bigger than Inkopolis Plaza and Square combined. I'm not so sure about the name though. I kind of liked Inkopolis, but Splattsville. The buildings, they're like really big and they look very apartment-like. I'm definitely not the only one who wants little apartments for our characters to decorate and live in. Like, I bet you've seen a lot of people talking about how they want apartments in Splatoon 2 and like at least in Splatoon 3, because I mean they're not going to add anything to Splatoon 2 anymore. But I'm definitely not the only one who wants them, and I know people, like some of my mutuals want them and I want them too. I just think it will be so cool. Like, Nagami, you work on Animal Crossing, you can definitely implement something like this into Splatoon. This is your chance to make the game the Splatoon community has been asking for. Do it! Listen to the community, listen to what we have to say, listen to what we want. You can make the perfect Splatoon game. And, I mean, everyone in the Splatoon community is going to buy it anyway, so yeah. It would also be a plus for when you bought all the gear and all the weapons and you have nothing to buy anymore. Then you can just buy furniture for your apartment. Like, that wouldn't be locked to like a one-time purchase, you know? You can like get bigger apartments as you have more gold, and then like have some gold sinks. But the people with a lot of gold in the game, like later, obviously when the game releases, we're not gonna have any problems with having too much gold. We will like rush to get gold, like honestly. But I think there should be something like this, so when you have too much gold, you can spend it. I really want to know who the idols are and who the shopkeepers are. Like, I want to know, are the shopkeepers from Splatoon 2 returning? Are they not? Are some of them returning? Maybe Splatoon 1 will be returning. And I also just want to see the idols, because I'm sure it's not going to be Pearl and Arena. It's not going to be the Squid Sisters, because I don't think those are going to be returning. And if they are, I think like maybe Pearl might be gone, and like you have Marina and one of the Squid Sisters, and like probably Marie. Like the two winners are gone. Of like, well, I mean Marie won this Splatfest actually. Now that I think about it. Oops. Yeah, so I think that might be a possibility if they do bring that back. I think it would then be like, you know, wait, wouldn't it make sense to then have Callie and Marina because they both lost? I have to think about that. I will get back to that on my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Yeah, but I just want to know who the idols will be, because they'll probably be shown on like a Splatoon 3 Direct, which will hopefully be soon. E3 is in a couple of months, and I hope Nintendo's there to show us some Splatoon 3, because I definitely cannot wait until 2022 without news. That was like with Animal Crossing, and I can't have the same thing happen again. Now, the part with the most action and a banger soundtrack, the Turf War. The spawning animations look incredible. I love them in Splatoon 2. I love them even more in Splatoon 3. They look so cool. I really like the one where your Inkling just like hangs from their little spawn point, like the one with the charger. Like, what would happen if they just connect? Would it just fall to their death? I need answers, Nintendo. Tell me. The map looks cool too. Just wondering if they're gonna bring back old maps, seeing as how they've already said that Splattsville is pretty far away from Inkopolis, and all the stages from Splatoon 1 and 2 are in Inkopolis. So, you know, they could just super jump over there, but I want more towers to never exist again, so I will believe that they're not coming back. Please, Nintendo, do not bring more towers back. The weapons look cool too, like the blaster, it looks so sick. And the ink tanks, they look cool. I prefer the ink tanks from Splatoon 2 because I already liked those. I didn't like the ones from Splatoon 1. Those look like very childish to me. I don't know why. I mean, Splatoon is just a childish game. I mean, but like they look really cool. Like, they look like modern. Like, you know, it's pretty pog. And the bow, I really want to try the bow. I hope they will do a test fire soon, or just some more info, like a direct, so we can know. And like get to know about all the new weapons and like what weapons are coming back and all the specials. Like that crab, that's a special. They haven't said anything about it. I want to know what it does. Does it fire bombs? Does it fire just like ink? I don't know what it does, and I want to know what it does. They are definitely gonna show something at E3. Like they can't just say nothing until release. But I mean, they also said nothing about Breath of the Wild 2 yesterday. So, I mean, there's a chance that it'll just stay silent until release. Anyways, I'm super excited to play this and to make content on this, and I hope that you are too. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Bye bye.